What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good afternoon and welcome to this video in which we're going to be talking about what's going on with Avalanche and the company behind Avalanche, Avax. A lot has been going around the past 24 hours about an article that was published. So in this video what we'll do is quickly, not that quickly, this video is going to take, I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes, but there's a lot to talk about. It's a big article. I read through it a couple of times. I checked all the videos within that. There's actually actual proof with videos of the law firm in question that was helping Avalanche. So a quick summary, but we'll get into that a little bit later too. The thing is that a law firm in the same building as Avax, which is the company behind Avalanche, was paid a certain percentage of the supply of Avax tokens to help them with legal services. All right, that was in essence the thing that was going on. But there is some sort of a conflict of interest because the law firm, or the guy behind the law firm, and I'm not going to name any names, and the guys behind Avax became pretty good friends. And because the law firm had interest in Avalanche, because they had quite a bit of the supply, and 1% of the supply of Avalanche, that's quite a bit. Obviously, you'll get some sort of a conflict of interest, all right, between those two companies, because the law firm, the thing is that they started to sue a lot of crypto companies or other crypto projects. Why? Because they have an interest then to actually bring other projects down so that Avalanche rises in price. But we'll get into that a little bit more with the article. For now, you won't be able to see me. Now you probably will. We're at the article on cryptoleaks.info. And so let's actually go over it. As you can see, it's Avax attacks Solana and cons SEC in evil conspiracy, which bought law firm Roche Friedman. That's the law firm. All right. So already, I mean, Avax didn't attack those other projects. The law firm did. Avax didn't directly tell the law firm to do that. There's no proof for that. But at the end of the article, which I would definitely recommend you to read as well, you could actually think that they did that. There's no proof for that in any of this article. All right. So they get into the same co-working space, and then what they will get is, for legal services, they get a percentage of the Avax, but also of the equity of Avax. So they get stock in Avax. All right, that is what happens. Yeah, you can see, so they help them with regulation issues and competitors. That is not said in any of these videos. All right. Yeah, this whole article does kind of, it seems pretty biased to me. Now, obviously, if you think Avalanche is the bad actor in the story, you would be kind of mad at them and biased against them. But I must say that the whole article is a little bit offensive. Well, not offensive, that's not the correct word, but they are really trying to throw Avalanche under the bus. To support here, see, it's here he talks about how litigation is an underused tool, but not necessarily for Avax. He more so, to me, it seems more like he wants to do it. All right, and if you're watching all these videos, it really seems he never says anything that he does it because Avalanche or Avax asked him to do that. He does mention a couple of times that after he sued a project such as BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, I think he sued that project. After he sued them, that they went down in price. All right, they're still a top 50 token, so it didn't work that well, and there's still a great community behind Bitcoin SV. But still, he does boast about that then the founders of Avax were happy about that or something. But no reason to believe, at least because if we take a look at the evidence, that they told him to do that. Yeah, move to tax purposes. I mean, this is again kind of to shame him that he moved to Miami and still has New York in its LinkedIn profile, because that looks better. See, that's just kind of a personal attack, and I don't think that's necessary. There's nothing illegal about that. There's no mention of Avalanche or Avax. He doesn't need to mention that something for Avax or Avalanche on his LinkedIn. All right, if they're just a client of his and he holds Avax tokens, well, I hold Avax. Do I really necessarily need to disclose that on my LinkedIn profile? Not necessarily, I think. And then this here, I sue half the companies in the space. He has seen the insides of every crypto company. There's something to say about this. For all of this, there's no evidence in the video. But because he is able to sue multiple crypto companies, what you in America, you can actually get access to some of their confidential documents. And there is something where I think about, all right, that is a little bit bad. Even though up until now there's no real direct wrong thing I think Avalanche has done. He is good friends with all of the Avalanche guys, so there's definitely a conflict of interest because he can actually get all those documents. And maybe he actually shares that with the guys behind Avalanche. All right, would that be bad? Yes, that would be bad in my opinion. That is possible. There's again no proof of that, but at the end of this article, again, I would definitely recommend you to read it too. You might actually feel like that is what happened. All right, then some more about the SEC, that he's suing other projects, so the SEC doesn't go after Avalanche. Well, all right, and then some more about Amin Gunsarir, which is the CEO of Avax, that he sued. I mean, here he does say that he sued a certain person for the CEO of Avalanche. Here he does say that, but it's not or he sued him not because the guys behind Avalanche told him to, but he sued them with in his mind that he wanted to please those guys behind Avalanche. So there's something going on, and that is basically, I mean, it goes on about the personalities and the bad things behind it, but the main thing is that they claim that Avalanche has sued other projects to become better itself, which in my opinion, it is more so that the law firm has a conflict of interest. They own a percentage of the Avalanche supply and Ava Labs, the company behind Avalanche. They start to sue other types of crypto businesses for multiple reasons, probably one of them to actually boost Avalanche. Avalanche is happy about that, but they haven't really directly, they could have made it, but there's no proof that they directly said that he needs to sue other companies. So to me, I would definitely become a little bit more fearful about Avalanche. I hold Avalanche, I have become a little bit more fearful, but I wouldn't write them off altogether. I wouldn't say that Avalanche is going to crash, but they do have to come out with some sort of statement about what's going on, and I think they need to drop this law firm too. That's just my opinion. I wanted to go through the whole article for a little bit together with you. Hopefully you understand a little bit more about what's going on right now, and if you have any questions about it or if you want to discuss that, we can also always do that in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.